Working at a restaurant like McDonald's isn't easy. Besides the endlessly frenetic pace of making fast food, you also have to deal with demanding customers who want their order just so. So what happens when those things collide? You get the most hated menu item of all time. According to the Huffington Post, the McWrap was introduced to appeal to the millennial audience, but it was discontinued in 2016. Why? At the time, the removal was stated to be due to the menu item's failure to attract millennial consumers, but former COO Tim Fenton later said the menu was overcomplicated, with franchise owners complaining the wraps were simply, quote, too time-consuming to prepare. If you have noticed the drive-thru waiting time has gotten longer, and according to USA Today, it has, imagine the time spent in line while someone ahead of you orders 3 McWraps. Employees even took to Reddit to vent about the most frustrating orders ever, and the McWrap topped the list. One user wrote, "For me, it's when one order has multiple McWraps. One of them will slow the line down for a few seconds, but when there's 2 or 3 or more on the screen, everyone starts to complain about slowness." Another McDonald's employee went on a lengthy tirade describing the tedious 60-second process of preparing the McWrap. From the steaming of the tortilla to ensuring the ingredients are already prepared in advance to try and save time. The consensus? As one user put it, note to self, McWraps, not even once. While the McWrap didn't exactly have Ronald McDonald dancing in the aisles, it wasn't the only item that earned McDonald's workers disdain. There were some long-forgotten menu items that made customers wish they'd gone to that creepy Burger King instead. In the 1980s, McDonald's rolled out its newest invention, the McPizza. According to Wide Open Eats, this foray into Italian-American cuisine was an attempt to break into the growing mainstream pizza chain market and go toe-to-toe with pizza juggernaut Pizza Hut. With a few select test locations offering the Golden Arches take on pepperoni pizza, McDonald's surely expected the dough to come rolling in. But the brutal reality was very different. Just like the McWrap, the McPizza was a chore to make, an astounding 10 minutes, which led to more than a few traffic jams at the drive-thru. The box the pizza came in wouldn't even fit through the drive-thru window, forcing already ragged employees to make a trip out to deliver the pizza to their hungry and annoyed customers. It would seem customers didn't even really like it all that much either, finding it too expensive and too time-consuming for a mediocre pizza. Redditors recalled the McPizza as being, quote, blech. Another user wrote, "It was good, it wasn't terrible, it was just kind of there." The McPizza has long been discontinued, although according to the Daily Meal, one McDonald's in Orlando, Florida still serves it for some reason. The McWrap and the McPizza both sounded like good ideas on paper, but just didn't pan out. The poster child for that, however, has to be AllDay Breakfast, which came about because of those demanding customers we mentioned earlier.
I don't want lunch. I want breakfast.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
Get a gun!
All-Day Breakfast was the dream of many McDonald's fanatics, and in 2015, McDonald's answered their long-awaited prayers. Now, young and old could enjoy a hotcake platter or a McMuffin whenever they pleased, no longer shackled to the meager, early morning hours to sate their cravings. While this was popular with hardcore McDonald's fans, some employees weren't as thrilled about All-Day Breakfast. According to Business Insider, All-Day Breakfast actually hurt company morale at some locations. Why? Well, it piled more tasks onto the already overworked employees because the changeover from breakfast to lunch was becoming increasingly complicated. In some places, the kitchen was cramped with equipment, with muffin heaters and egg cookers running next to deep fryers and coffee makers. With McDonald's All-Day Breakfast having disappeared around the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, it seems unlikely we may ever get a McMuffin or McGriddle for lunch again. But hey, you never know. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite restaurants are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.